The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you need some help, feel free to give us a call at 563-503-6910. That's 563-503-6910. Thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Gene Nassif, an attorney at O'Flaherty Law. My practice areas include business transactional matters as well as some landlord-tenant issues. My practice is here in the state of Iowa. Today we're going to be talking about living trusts in Iowa. What is a living trust? A trust is when one person, called the trustee, holds the title to property on behalf of somebody else, known as the beneficiary of the trust. This can be the same person, allowing for the person to maintain control over the property held within the trust. Now, living trusts specifically are created while the party is still alive rather than created upon their death. The beneficiaries named in the living trust will receive the trust property upon death. You might be asking yourself why you need a living trust. In Iowa, the biggest advantage to a living trust is to avoid potential conflicts with family members or delays in the probate process following your passing. Because Iowa law doesn't follow the Uniform Probate Code, a living trust can be a much easier solution than going through Iowa's somewhat complex probate process. Iowa does have a simplified process to probate, but it's limited to cases where the total estate is under $25,000 and the decedent doesn't have any real property. It's always advisable to have a will, even if you have a living trust. It will act as a backup plan for any property that doesn't make it to the trust or is otherwise left over. This can happen a few different ways. Most of the time, it's when you create the trust and then acquire or inherit property, or otherwise obtain any other property or assets prior to your death. The consequence of not having a will as a backup is that this extra property will be distributed through intestate succession outlined by Iowa law. In other words, it could go to people that you might not necessarily want it to go to. How is a living trust created in Iowa? To create a living trust, you'll need the following materials. You'll need to decide whether you want an individual or shared trust. You will want to decide whether the property, what property you want within the trust. You will choose a successor trustee, the person to manage the trust upon your death. You will decide who you want to be the beneficiary of the trust. You will then have the living trust documents created. Most of the time, this is done by an attorney. The document will be signed and notarized, and then the transfer of the ownership of the property to the trust will happen. Once this living trust is created and the property is transferred, everything is complete. The beneficiary will receive the benefits of the trust property, and the trustee will manage the trust. As always, if you ever have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to our firm. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Hi, Kevin O'Flaherty again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need some help, please feel free to give us a call at 563-503-6910. That's 563-503-6910. We have many geographical locations for your convenience, and we practice several areas of law. Thanks again for watching.